Today we're going to take a look at instruments and controls for a water treatment plant. So let's dig in. This diagram shows what we have for a water treatment plant that is using groundwater. Now a lot of the instruments and controls here are also used for surface water, and we'll also be making another video for that. But let's start at the source water here. We're dealing with two wells in this diagram, and we have the well pumps. And then to the left here we have an instrument that measures the depth of the well along with the conductivity and other water quality parameters that we need. When we come up here we have also a Nypress pressure transmitter that gives us the pressure coming out of the well. Sometimes those are used. And then we also have a mag meter here that gives us the individual flow coming out of that well. Now some other things that you may have depending on your type of well, you could have different water quality instruments, or you may have some salinity, other things like that. As the water travels up and prior to our filters, with this instance we have no other pre-treatment, but we do have individual flows to each filter. And we also have a pressure transducer right here. It's another Novelco Nypress unit. And we have a vertical sand filters here, and we have a pressure transmitter on the outside. Now this will also be done with a differential pressure transmitter, such as the Autrol America or one of the other DP type cells. Coming out of the filters, we have a settling tank where we can do some additional treatment. We have a Novelco Ecotrek ultrasonic transmitter here, measuring the depth in that tank. And we may have a valve control, other items coming out of here. And then over here we see we have an auxiliary chemical feed where we may be adding additional chemicals, be it finishing it with pH correction or possibly other material that's needed. A lot of times you also see these in front of the filters, or we're offering maybe some additional pH correction before it gets in the filters or other pre-treatment. We have a pump here and it's pumping the chemicals, but let's talk about the tank controls. We have an ultrasonic depth transmitter here with the Novelco Ecotrek, and then we also have some vibrating fork Novelco instruments here. It gives us the level, and then the stirrer here. So after it goes out of the chemical feed tank up to the settling tank, we have the level, and then we also have another instrument here that's going to measure our pH or conductivity coming out of that with the Novelco Anacont. And we're going into a temporary storage tank. Storage tank may also be referred to as a clear well. So we have a couple different ways we can measure that, either with another ultrasonic level. We could also do a submersible pressure transmitter, a float type over here, or a level probe there. And coming out of the clear well, we may pump that directly and measure the flow here with another mag meter or another insert mag meter, and then have a pressure transmitter in the tower. If it's a different type of a tower, not necessarily this shape, but maybe it's a storage tank, it's up on a hill somewhere, it's possibly you may have a different type of pressure transmitter, like the radar or ultrasonic. And there's also another type of distribution system where we have maybe air tanks, bladder tanks, or pressure tanks they may call it. And here we have both a pressure transmitter for the pressure of the air side, and then we also may have the water level inside of that tank. So we have an instrument for each of those, and then we have the pump system going out. There we may have another pressure transmitter there before it goes in the distribution system. So if you have any questions about instruments for water treatment plants or distribution systems, give us a call at Aqua Technology Group, 800-513-8993, or visit us at aquatechnologygroup.com.